Illuminating your shadow side is no easy feat. It takes a lot of courage and self-responsibility to own that stuff that's starting to rear its ugly head. You see, when we trigger, we are really stimulating an energy field that lays dormant within us until we're aggravated by a current situation, in which case we trigger quite often with an anger, a frustration, or some sort of aggressive nature. This can be fiery, it can be victim-like, and it very much is pointing the finger at another for the pain that you're feeling rise within yourself. So the idea here is to heal that aspect of ourselves so that we can catch us in the moment of time. Now what happens here is a process, because the first step of dealing with any trigger with any shadow work that's stuck inside our subconscious in our body as an energetic field is to become aware that this is a thing you have. So taking responsibility for your triggers is the first step to healing that process and allowing your relationships with people to become more easy and calm. You see, what happens is, let's be honest, you don't have to have a psychology degree to work out that stress makes us more reactive. Therefore, one of the first steps we can do in order to calm down our central nervous system and pacify our shadow side is to find more stillness through the art of meditation, or even simply touching with nature more often. We're going to get to that a little bit later. The first thing to become aware of is that this is a memory that is triggered from the past. Now, in the past, something happened, it had an emotional charge. It was either a feeling of shame, guilt, resentment, sadness, fear, one of those low vibe emotions that was attached to a memory, often to do with another particular person. Now, when that association is matched with something in your life today, it's easy to fire up with a belief around what you think is going on. And this is very much a story that our subconscious has created and is holding on to. It could be how you feel about men in general. It could be how you see women in this case. And when we label other people as a type, like rich people are always like this, or men always do this to me, when we have these mindsets, you're more likely to come into a issue with those people when your inner shadow side starts rearing its head. Now, that's actually not the key problem there. That belief is just something that was created originally from this original event. Now, what we need to do is shed some light on this dark side. How do we do that? Well, you have already done it if you've taken the responsibility of owning the fact that you react your stuff. If you trigger, it's your issue, no matter what the other person has done. Even though they may be able to improve their world as well, you're focusing on yourself so that you can be more cool, calm, and collected when things stir the pot. So what we have to recognize is that initially, by finding the presence in our everyday moment, we keep our inner self calm and are more likely to handle situations without the reaction. Once we can bring this presence into an actual situation where you are reactive, you are triggered, you're firing up on all cylinders, you'll find yourself midway through the reaction recognizing what's happening. Now that unfortunately doesn't mean you can stop it right then and there, yet it is the second stage to actually bring that awareness into the moment of fire. That's just part of the process. And then as time goes on and the more presence that you gain in your day, the more mindful you can be and alert to present moments, whatever you're doing in life, the more you'll be able to bring it into the friction moment, the conflict that you're having where you've allowed your shadow side to rear its head. Now, when you get to a point where you can twist it, stop yourself in the moment, then you know you're really winning. And I'm going to show you how you can get to this process. So that's the third part. The third part is to actually be able to stop and reset mid-fire. So that's a pretty powerful process and a very, very impressive self-responsible action that you can be proud of yourself when you get to. Now, of course, the fourth part of this is that once you feel that little glitch, you can communicate with the other person from a vulnerable space and not an ego space. The idea is to get out of the ego and into your heart, and that way you'll respond appropriately and you can express what is going on for you at a deeper level in a cool, calm, collected manner. Therefore, when you have this desire to upgrade your life, improve yourself by shedding light on your shadow side, you will find that you have better relationships, more happiness in life, and more calm. Life can be more easy and graceful. So there's the 4 steps. And of course, when you get to the 5th step, you really are not reacting at all, because you've simply allowed that pain in the body, that old energetic field that's sitting with you, to dissolve and be transformed into pure, beautiful, healing love and light. And that's where we're going to get you to through the process of the Siren Soul courses. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.